Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Wanted to come on. I'm sitting here in the garden, halfway around the lake. I've been walking for the past 25 minutes, and I just wanted to come on and share this encouragement and message around the importance of making time for your self-care. So a lot of times I hear women say all the time when it comes to their own self-care or doing something that fulfills them or even things that you love, we often say, I don't have time for that. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have time. No, it's not about you don't have time. Like, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but it's about what you're willing to make time for, what you're really willing to make a priority in your life. And if you see yourself as a priority, if you see your self-care as a priority, if you see yourself feeling good about yourself, joy and happiness as a priority, you are in your health and wellness. You are going to make time for that. Just like we make time for other things in our lives, like, work, like the day-to-day things that we make time for. We see those things as a priority. So you have to begin to see you as a priority in the things that reflect your daily self-care practices as a priority. And once you see that as a priority, you will make time for it. And I just need us to really start taking that whole concept out of our mind that I don't have time for myself. I don't have time to do what I love. I don't have time to, bring that dream to life. I don't have time to go and exercise. I don't have time. We have to stop saying that. It's about you will make time for what it is that you prioritize. And so you got to prioritize you. And that's what I'm doing right now. So when it comes to self-care, I am so good when in terms of spiritual wellness and nutrition, eating well, feeling good, that whole thing, pouring into my own cup. But when it comes to physical fitness and exercise, that's an area that I'm still working on and I'm still recommitting to. So this is me recommitting to that aspect of self-care and making time for it. And I believe I'm going to set a goal for myself to at least walk this lake once a week. And then I need to do something out of my comfort zone. I need to find something. I don't want to go to the gym. Here's the thing. I don't want to do the gym. I would love to do a dance class, or get on some skates and ride. And, I want to have fun hiking, stuff like that. So I just need to get out of my comfort zone and make time for that aspect of my self-care, because it is a priority. And for me, it's not about losing weight or anything like that. I love my body. I want to be fit. And I want to give my body that aspect of self-care. If I can do all the other aspects, I want that holistic view as well. And so anyway, if you have any fun ways that you, move your body and exercise, let me know. And what are some things that you are willing to recommit to when it comes to your self-care? Because there's different aspects of self-care, as I mentioned. There's sacred self-care, there's that spiritual self-care, there's nutrition, all these different aspects of taking care of you. And it's important that we make ourselves a priority. We have to love who we are holistically and begin to make time for that. Put you on the calendar. Schedule you and your time to fill up your cup. Because if you don't continuously fill up your cup, then whatever it is that you're doing in life, you're not going to be able to come from a place of fullness. You're not going to be able to come from an overflow. You're going to give and do until you deplete yourself, and then you're not going to have nothing left. And a lot of times that's really what it is. It's the energy, right? It's not about I don't have time. You don't have the energy to do it because you're burnt out. If you're doing everything else for everybody else, including your job, your 9 to 5, or even your business, even if it's doing what you love, but if you're not pouring into your cup on a continuous basis, then what's the point? Because you're going to give from a place where you're empty, and then you don't have energy to do the things that you really want to do. So I encourage you to shift that. And one way that you can shift that is building a daily practice of self-care and recommitting to your self-care. And I'm actually going to be talking about that in my next workshop. It's on February 23rd. It's called Self-Care. It's not optional, it's required. And we're going to break that down. We're going to have a real discussion around, like, why aren't we committing to our self-care? What is stopping us? What's blocking us? And we're going to actually create our own daily practices of self-care together in a community of sisterhood, and it's going to be awesome. So I invite you. I will leave the link to the workshop. I also posted it on my personal page, so you can go ahead. I posted it last night. Self-care is not optional, it is required. I would love to have you there. Let's see, Sharon, great Saturday, grand Saturday, Goddess. Great work, gotta do the same. No more comfort zone. Yes, yes, indeed. Like, we have to continue to move out of our comfort zone, even if it, if it makes you uncomfortable. We have to begin to do things that make us uncomfortable, because if we don't do that, then we'll never change, and we'll never get to the things that we really want and need to do for ourselves. And so I am sitting here in this beautiful garden in nature, one of my favorite places to be. And it's just, the sun is beaming on me, so sorry if I'm frowning. So yeah, I'm about to finish walking the lake and continue on with this beautiful day. And I just wanted to come on briefly and just share that encouraging message, as it really is for myself. You know, I'm processing myself, always for me. And here, it's always for me too. And so just like the gratitude I share every day, you know, it starts with me. And I love to share, because you never know who might need to hear it or need to read that message. So you all have a beautiful rest of your Saturday, and peace, love, and light.